Hey guys, today I'm going to review The Boss Baby, one of the most recent animated pictures by DreamWorks Animation, which was the same studio that did the Shrek movies. And actually, you can hear the Shrek song when the movie starts, which is kind of cool. It reminds you of that movie, which was great. All those movies were really, really good. The Boss Baby is about a baby who happens to be chosen when he's in heaven, not to be in a family, but to be in management of the baby heaven, we might say. And he gets sent to a family in order to investigate a potential threat against babies, and it's the rise of puppies, basically. And that's all in the trailer. I'm not spoiling anything for you. And in that house, there's a kid. I don't really know how old that kid is, maybe 6, 7. And he doesn't really want a baby brother. And this boss baby just arrives and shatters the peace that he had with his family. He caters the attention of his parents. Nothing is never the same there. But eventually, well, everything resolves itself. I won't tell everything in case you want to see this movie, and I have to say I really recommend this animated movie. As you may know, I actually reviewed Despicable Me 3 recently. I will link it at the end of this video, but I have to say that this movie is much better than Despicable Me 3. That movie was basically a redo of Despicable Me 2 and 1, and it didn't even live up to those movies' standards, because those movies were actually really good. Boss Baby is really a great movie in itself. It has great animation, not only the 3D animation and CGI and all that stuff, but also when the bigger kid has like fantasies, like he's in his imagination, he has these beautiful dreams that are like water painted, like beautifully painted. I think there's an artist that did that work, a woman in the 1940s, 50s. I just don't remember her name, which I feel really ashamed of. But she was really good with that type of animation, like Disney animation, but back in the day, just like that. Like Beauty, not Beauty and the Beast, but Sleeping Beauty. Really beautiful stuff. I really love that animation. The voice that they chose for the Boss Baby, Alec Baldwin, is just perfect for the character, and the voices of the parents too, but Alec Baldwin just steals the show with his voice and his performance basically as the Boss Baby. I mean, not only the animation is really good, the voice acting is really good, and the story is actually pretty compelling, because they tell the story about that so many people have lived throughout, basically, because we all have been in that moment. Maybe not all of us, but many of us have been in that moment where you're a small kid and suddenly a smaller kid comes into the family, a baby, and everything just turns around towards him or her. And that's really something that I think this movie is actually great for those kids that are beginning to have that new little brother or little sister in their family, and that's the perfect way to actually show them what that could mean for them. Not that every single piece of attention is going to get away from them, but rather that it's an opportunity to have adventures, is an opportunity to have a real friend, it's an opportunity to just have a partner, like someone with which you can actually share everything that you have and you imagine and you own, and it's actually great, because it's a great way to teach that to kids, and even if they're not having little brothers or sisters, how to engage with friends and how to be able to communicate and relate to others, and actually also how to be not sensitive, but rather in touch with their feelings and say what they are feeling. Just be the best they can be and be great brothers and really enjoy their childhood, which I think it's the best part of this movie, because you really have fun all the way around. You always have a lot of laughter in this movie. You always have a lot of feelings in this movie, and things are going to end up fine. There's only like one moment in which you're like, oh my god, maybe it's not going to end so great for these characters, and it's really good. It's really great. It's really compelling. It's maybe you think that this movie has been done before, and maybe possibly I don't really remember a movie like this exactly, but the way that they tell the story, it's different enough of any other animated movies recently. So I really recommend this movie. It actually was in the top 10 box office wise of 2017 for quite a long time. It was just recently debunked by Transformers or something like that. Really made a lot of money because it was released, I think, in early summer, like maybe spring. So that was really good for this movie and a great thing for animated movies in general. This year, animated movies have been so-so, I would say. The only big one, I mean, Despicable Me has been doing great business, but it's not a good movie. And The Boss Baby is a good movie, and it did decent business too. Apparently, a sequel is going to happen, so that's really good. I really recommend this movie only because of those things that I just said earlier. And if you saw it in theaters, I would love to know if you went with someone smaller from your family, because maybe people think these movies are only for kids, and they are, of course, aimed at kids, but not only children should watch these. I mean, I think it's great when adults watch animated films and see how children see the world, because that's what these animators do. You see in many other animations this, in Toy Story, in Up, you saw that the animators actually bothered and asked children what they thought about certain subjects and how they would approach certain things. And I think this movie is one of those, and I think that's why it's really well done, because it really honors the audience that it wants to have. So I think that's really, really, really smart and really good. Recommended movie, good animated movie if you want to see it. I think the next animated movie to be released is going to be the Ninjago movie, which is Lego movie basically, and Coco from Pixar in November. I don't know. That looks good, but I don't. But Pixar has been doing the same movie basically for the last 5 years, so I don't know how's that going to be, but whatever. Thank you so much for watching this short review. Comment down below anything that you thought about this movie. Please like or dislike this video and tell me why in the comments. Also, share this video on your social media if you love this movie or if you hate it for some reason. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. We're already 70 people. Let's keep growing. Thank you so much. Goodbye.